afternoon, friends. How are you all? I'm just chopping my own head off there. There we go. So, how are we doing? I hope you're all well. And there's quite a lot of stuff going on in the background here because I think probably many of you already know this, but September is officially International Prep Month, where we start prepping for the winter, really. So the whole sort of like breakfast cupboard over there that I use sometimes for when I'm making things for the videos is just completely full. There's no room on there, so I'll just, I don't know if you can see that there's started on the preps there. So I've got some more coming next week, and I'm rotating the pantry, so we're gonna empty the pantry tomorrow and put all the new stock at the back to make sure everything that's already in there is getting used up first. So that's tomorrow's job. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. I've got an absolutely marvellous recipe for you today, guys. This is a recipe I've been using for about 3 years now for my family, and for us it really does work. Now, I'm not medical expert. Please do your own homework. You know, you might be on some medication where you can't have some of this or some ingredients that's in this, or you may just need to check with your doctor first, but this is all natural ingredients to boost your immune system. So we're going to talk through the ingredients, and then we're going to talk through something else you can put in there, but reasons for not putting it in there today. So, I know it all sounds mysterious, it really isn't. But like I said, this recipe I've been using for about 3 years now, and it works for us. So, last year when I hadn't made as much up and I didn't have as much on hand, we noticed a difference. We had quite bad colds and things. So, this is a fabulous recipe for boosting your immune system, strengthening your immune system to help you fight those viruses off to begin with. You know, your winter flus and colds. And it's something you can just take every day because it's all natural. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the ingredients together, and then I'll come back later to show you how we finish off. Okay, I'll just move the camera down so you can see what we're doing. So I think you can just see here, my jars. I have got rosehip, I've got hibiscus flower, and I've got elderberries. And I've got a pan, quite a large pan. There we go. So all I'm going to do to this concoction, it really is the easiest thing in the world, is this. Is grab 2 cups of elderberries. I don't think I can get my cup in that one. So, try this slightly smaller one. So I'll use 4½ cups, okay? So I want 2 cups of elderberries, approximately. You don't need to go crazy and be precise. We need to make these things as easy as possible. They smell so delicious, do elderberries. These are all available online from places like Whole Foods, excuse me, Amazon. But I like to go to Whole Foods online and order straight from there. You can get organic and really good quality. We want 1 cup of hibiscus, which this is a pretty full jar. These are the dried hibiscus flowers. So we want 1 cup of them. This is a ½ cup, so we'll do 2 of these to make up a cup. Not as easy to scoop out as the elderberries. So you've got 2 cups of elderberries, 1 cup of hibiscus flower, and 1 cup of rosehips, which, before I pop them in, I'm going to pop them in a bag. It's quite a strong bag, really. I don't know any Ziploc bags. And I'm going to actually smash these up to break them down. Don't have any air in there, so it doesn't pop. So I'm just going to smash these up, guys. I can find my hammer. Okay, so as you can see, I've just smashed those up with the meat tenderizer hammer. So I'm just going to pop those in the pan now. There we go. Just mix those up a little bit. Now to this I want 8 cups of water. So you've got 4 cups of ingredients and 8 cups of water. So I'm just going to show you that now. I'll just take the camera over so you can see what's in there. There we go. I would use a very old wooden spoon for this. If I can find that old wooden spoon, because this will really dye anything. It'll be a very deep red and it really will dye anything. Towels, oven gloves, wooden spoons. So I use an old wooden spoon for this. So all I'm going to do now with this is turn the heat on. As you can see, I've got the tea on. We're making mince and tatties tonight, which I've done with you before, I think. So it's just mince and onions in the slow cooker with Italian herbs, black pepper, beef and vegetable stock, plenty of water to make a nice gravy, and I will serve that with mashed potatoes and mixed veg later on for tea for our evening meal. So back to this wonderful immune strengthener, as I like to call it, immune booster. This is going to come up to the boil. Once it's come up to the boil, I'm going to just turn it down to a simmer, and I'm going to simmer it for an hour. And then you're there. Where are you? There you are. Now I'm going to simmer it for an hour with the lid on once it's got up to boil, and then we'll come back and we'll strain it through the sieve into some bottles. So I'll see you in a bit. Hey, we're back. So fruit fly, we've got about an hour. It's been simmering for nearly an hour now. This wonderful concoction of elderberry, rose hips and hibiscus flower. Honestly, it makes your house smell delicious. It's so lovely. It's the smell around the house today. Really lovely. I love making this and it's so easy. So it's been simmering for an hour. It's dyed my spoon, which it does. I'm just going to shove this over here out of the way. So what we need to do now is sieve it through into this jug. There we go. I'm running out of space. I can't wait to get my kitchen sorted tomorrow, so I've just got more cooking space, and I'm going to try and declutter it a bit. I have way too much clutter. So, sieve. Oh, sieve. Where are you? There you are. Sieve. we're going to do, my darlings, is sieve this into this jug to see how much we've got. Trying to balance that on something because I don't want that red dye on anything. So friends, I said to you about missing out on ingredients that you can put in another time, and that is echinacea. Now the reason why I'm not putting any echinacea in is because echinacea doesn't just boost your immune system, it really heightens your immune system. So you don't want to be doing that if you've not got anything wrong with you, maybe you've not got any illnesses. So what I would do with this is I would have it as it is every day, just a spoonful every day. But then if you get ill, if you happen to get ill, because you can't always avoid these viruses no matter what you do, if you do happen to still get poorly, despite your immune system being boosted by this, you can then add some echinacea to it and that will sort you out, no problem. So I'm just sieving this now. Oh, it's just delicious. It really is. Now I won't throw this away what I'm sieving, you know, because what I will do, if you can see properly, just maybe a little bit, I will not throw this away. There's still goodness in this. So what I will do is I will pop it in ice cube trays, freeze it, because in the morning what my husband then does once it's frozen, every morning he pops a couple of the ice cubes of this in his flask for work, pours boiling water over it to make a tea, and then he has it just to drink during the day. Now what we use, oops, is these little tea bag strainers. So what he'll do is he'll pop the ice cube ingredients of this frozen, pop one in here, pop it in his flask. And sorry, I haven't slipped my glasses on, so I can't see what I'm doing. It closes up with there we go. Pours hot water over his flask, makes a tea with it, and he's just got it in his van with him all day just to sip out, and it really does help him. So I might just risk pouring this now, it's not as heavy. Pop that over there by the sink. Let's see if we can manage this now. Absolutely fabulous. Oops. Okay. Just gonna grab a spoon just to squeeze as much out of it as I can. That's delicious, it really is delicious. So, oh, paper towel to get that out of the way. There we go. Absolutely fabulous. Throw that away after. So what I'm going to do now, look how much I've got in there. It's roughly about 4 cups. Brilliant. I was expecting 4 cups, obviously, because I'm used to making this. So what I'm now going to do is measure 2 cups of raw honey. I just want it to cool down for a few minutes though, because raw honey, you really don't want any heat to the, you know, too much heat to the raw honey, or else you're killing the goodness with the heat of the liquid. So I do just want to just stir this a moment, just to cool it down a little bit. It's a really lovely syrup, is this, when you're not feeling so well. Or well, we have it every day through the autumn and winter, whether we're feeling unwell or not. And then, like I say, if we are feeling unwell, I will add some echinacea to it, which again you can buy very inexpensively online. Echinacea, just get some like loose tea and you can pop that in, some dried echinacea. All right, there we go, that's cooling down nicely now. I don't want it too hot for the raw honey. You might as well just put normal honey in if you're going to do that, because you'll just kill all the goodness in the honey, you see. I know not everybody can have raw honey or honey, so you'd have to just put stevia in, a sweetener in, or whatever one of your favourite sweeteners is that you can have. But I would sweeten this for sure. Okay. I mean, if you're going to be putting raw honey in this, you don't want it really any hotter than about 110 Fahrenheit, maybe a little bit higher than that, just for enough for the honey to dissolve. But this will keep in your fridge easily for up to 6 months. This won't last 6 months in our house. I will have to make more batches. There we go. I'm going to risk it. I know it's hotter than 110 Fahrenheit. I'm sure it can stand a bit hotter than that. Okay. Right. So I might just get a metal spoon actually to scoop this out. Ideally, with your raw honey, you want it to be runny. This isn't, I haven't got any runny honey, so it might just set again, but it's the risk I'm willing to take for this syrup for the video. It'll be fine. Now I've got 4 cups of the elderberry, hibiscus and rosehip here. So you want about half the amount again of honey. So I've got 4 cups, so I want 2 cups of honey in this. Approximately. It doesn't, like I say, it doesn't have to be exact, simply because we don't want to make things any more difficult than what they have to be. I'll be having to buy another jar of this honey, but it has lasted me most of this year. Let's put some more in. It's not even a full cup yet. But I think I will probably be using the rest of this jar up. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. So we're gonna grab another cup of this honey. Let's just get this melting nicely. Oh, it's just so delicious, is this. You really, really must try this for the autumn and winter. If there's no ingredients in here that you have to avoid, I really would try this, because it is so good. But like I say, if you can't have raw honey for whatever reason, dietary reason, then you could just pop some, you could just have this on its own, and then when you're pouring some out onto a spoon, just add a bit of a sweetener of your choice to it then. I do want to scoop this out, because I do have a feeling there's more than a cup in here, and I don't want to waste it. It's so precious, is raw honey. I really don't want to waste it. But you need to have enough in to make it a syrup, or else it'll be too runny. And you want the honey in here to preserve it as well. You don't want it going off, so you do need to put enough in. With all the wonderful properties in elderberries and rosehips and hibiscus, and with all the wonderful properties you have in raw honey, this, every ingredient in this is absolutely perfect for helping your immune system. Absolutely perfect. You've got anti-inflammatory, antiviral properties. They're all virus busting ingredients of these. And I'll link, because obviously you know I've done the turmeric milk, the golden milk, and I've done the lemon, ginger and honey, which I absolutely swear by. Lemon, ginger, garlic and honey, isn't it? So I will link them in the iCards above for you if you haven't seen those videos, because they're also something we have in this house prepared all through the winter. And always try and use organic where you can, if you can possibly manage it. Right, this honey has dissolved now. Absolutely fabulous. So all I'm going to do is decant this into the jars that we need. Absolutely fabulous stuff, this. My husband doesn't know I'm making this today, so when he gets back from work, he's going to be thrilled to know I've made this today. Right, I'm putting some in a clear jar first, because that's what we're going to have immediately. We're going to start on this jar immediately. Just grab another spoon. I want a clean spoon so I can taste it for you. Just to let you know how wonderful it is. Syrup. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Spilt in my hand. That's incredible. It's very soothing. It's one of those very comforting syrups when you're not so well. It really is comforting. It's incredible. So when that's cooled down completely, it will go in the fridge. And like I said, it lasts in the fridge. But in the darker bottles that I'm using, it'll last even longer, because it's not getting much light, well, any light to it. So I've already put that in the clear one, because we'll be using that up straight away and quite quickly. The only problem is with these dark bottles, you can't actually tell easily. Oh yeah, I can just see it now. I couldn't see where I was filling it up to. There you go. So those are like your dark medicine bottles. They're just perfect for putting in. So I've got that in the clear jar that I'm just going to be using. That's the one we'll use first. We'll start on that one first. And these ones I'll just put right at the back of the fridge, out of the way. And we can use these as and when. Oh, they're so nice. I think, let's see if I just pour it into this glass here. Absolutely delicious. I'll have another taste of that because it's just so nice. And I think I might need to get some more bottles out of my cupboard. I think I've got about 9 of these, but I'll do that off camera. You can see what I've done. So nothing in this goes to waste, because what's left over that's in the pan, the actual elderberry and everything that's left over in the pan here, that, like I said, will be put into a, separated up into an ice cube tray and used to make tea. So, oh, it's so nice. That is so lovely, so comforting, especially when you're not feeling so well. So yeah, you want 2 cups of elderberries, a cup of hibiscus, and a cup of rosehips with 8 cups of water. I'm just topping the other bottle up. With 8 cups of water. By the time it's simmered for about an hour, you'll probably get about 4 cups out of that. So you'll put 2 cups of honey in there to make it into a thicker syrup. This will thicken up a bit more as it cools down. Once that's cooled down, I'll put it in the fridge. Absolutely fabulous. And this is just a wonderful thing to have ready for those autumn and winter months. For your family to just grab a spoonful in the morning, and again later on in the day, maybe when they're home from school or home from work, whatever. And just wash my hands because I've got honey all over them. There we go, just rinse them. It's just fabulous. And obviously, because my husband's taking this as a tea in his flask every day, keeps him going. It really does keep him going through the winter months. Nothing nicer on a really cold winter's day when he's got a flask of that to drink as he's going through his day. He just absolutely loves it. So wonderful immune booster there, guys. And I'll just get another bottle for that and pop that in the bottle in a moment. So what did I want to talk to you about today? I can't remember. There was something on my mind. I thought, oh, when I show that, I'll talk about that, and I can't remember what it was. So I might have to write it down when I remember and put it in another video. But there will be the other cold and flu remedies that I've got on the channel. I will put them in the iCards above so you can refer back to those. And I will be coming to you with some more things, some more remedies. There's plenty more to be made for the autumn and winter time that are just as easy as this. Another quick tip I like as well is when you've used an onion, you know how I save the onion skins along with carrot peelings and garlic peelings and all the other vegetable peelings that I put in a bag and I put in the freezer, don't I, for stock when I'm doing a bone broth. Well, also with onion skins, you can just pop them in a cup, pour some boiling water over them onion skins, and it makes a really nice tea. So if you can do that as well through the winter, that will help you. It's so good for you, so good for you. So that's another handy tip for the autumn and winter months, just with an onion skin. That's all. Absolutely delicious. It doesn't taste of onion. It's very refreshing. I think I've mentioned it to you before on the channel because I remember somebody commenting on it and saying they were going to try it. So if you have tried it, if you're watching, let me know if you liked it, and just comment below. Oh, I've just remembered what it was I wanted to talk to you about. Do you remember a few months ago when I made the vanilla extract? I don't know if you can see that very well. It's got another month to go yet before I'm going to start using it. But yep, it smells vanilla extract. There is absolutely no doubt about that. That's vanilla extract. But I am going to use it. I am going to save it for another month yet before I start using it. And this will just not go off. It will just get better with age. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, the vanilla extract. I will try and link that in the iCards above as well in case you haven't seen that. So yes, for now folks, that's it really for today. I will try and get another couple of videos out to you during the week. It's weekend now, during the week, next week if I can. I've got all sorts of videos I want to do with you, so I'm going to try and video as many as I can for you, film as many as I can for you. And let's get autumn winter ready. You know, as you can see behind me, the kitchen looks like a bomb's hit it. There's stuff everywhere. So I'm trying to get that sorted out bit by bit. Tomorrow will be a big push to get that sorted out when my husband's home with me all day, and once we've got on from church we'll get stuck into the kitchen and get this sorted out, so I've got some more space, because I've got so much more prepping to do for the winter time. I'm sure you've heard all the rumours that there's going to be more lockdowns and all sorts of things. Whether that's true or not, if you prepare in case it happens, you've lost nothing if it doesn't happen, because those preps are going to be there for you to use whether there's a lockdown or not. If there is a lockdown and you've not prepared, there might be many things you have to do without, and I wouldn't want that for anybody. So yeah, big push now. We haven't done very well with our garden again this year. We're going to harvest the carrots tomorrow. We have had some courgettes which were absolutely delicious. We have had some herbs and, what did I say, carrots. The tomatoes, we've had a few tomatoes, none have ripened. We've had no summer here though, I must admit. It's sunny today and it's meant to be sunny next week. So I'm hoping next week we can just get some last bits out of the garden that we were hoping for to harvest. But I never just rely on my garden. That's why I have a pantry full of tins and things that may not be as healthy, but at least we'll have full tums if there's any crisis at all, like the rumoured lockdowns and things. We don't know, time will tell, but I'm going to be prepared either way, or as prepared as I can either way. But yeah, I do hope you will try this elderberry syrup, because it is fabulous. It makes your house smell nice while you're cooking it as well. So I'll try it, and I'm going to just get on with putting these in a ice cube tray. I've got red ice cube trays, so this is perfect, which is perfect for this. So I'm going to get on with that, portioning them up into ice cube trays, get them in the freezer, get these wonderful syrups in the fridge once they've cooled down fully, and I will see you again very soon, friends. But for now, goodbye, God bless, take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.